So, in on-page SEO, let's have a look on our screen. How do we use or how do we implement those keywords on our website's backend? Welcome back, guys. So, in this video, we would be learning how to implement the keywords on our website. In order to implement the keywords on our website, first we need to log in into our website. So, my domain name is digitalguru.com. And we need to log in into the dashboard of our website. So you need to write your domain name.com /wp-admin or login.php. As I have already logged into my website, so I'm straight away going to my dashboard. After coming back to the dashboard, the first thing that we need to do is install a plugin known as Yoast SEO. We would be doing the on-page SEO with the help of Yoast SEO plugin. So in order to install a plugin, we need to go to plugins option, which is here on the left hand side, and click on add new. After clicking on add new, we would be having an interface something like this, where we need to write the name of the plugin that we need to install. So the name of my plugin is Yoast, Y-O-A-S-T, Yoast, S-E-O. Once you have written the name of the plugin will appear in the list. So as this plugin is already installed on my platform, so it is giving an option of update, else it would have given me an option of install now. Right? After the installation of the plugin, we need to go to the page or post whose SEO we need to do. I would be taking an example of one of my page with the help of which I would be showing you how to do on-page SEO. For example, let's check my home page. So this is my home page. After writing the name Yoast SEO or Yoast in this search interface, we can see the list of plugins which is available in the WordPress. We need to install Yoast SEO, this plugin. As this plugin is already installed on my website, so it is giving an option of update. Else, if it was not installed, it would have given an option of install now. Right? So now let's look how to use Yoast SEO plugin. Now let's click on, so we would be going to one of our posts and I would be doing the SEO of the post. So for that, we need to just click on all posts. So by clicking on all posts, with whichever blogs or post I've written on my website, it would be just coming in front of me. Now as you all can see, these are number of posts which I'm having on my website. So I'd be picking one of the posts. Like as you can see, it's everything you want to learn about automated bidding. So let's edit this page. Now after clicking on the edit button, we would be getting an interface something like this. Now after we scroll down a little bit the page of ours, at the bottom I can see there is an option of Yoast SEO. In Yoast SEO, there are three things that we need to change. The first thing is our headlines, second thing is our permalink, and the third thing is our description. So now let's learn how to change the heading of our website. Now in order to change the heading, we need to click on this edit snippet button. After clicking on this edit snippet button, we are having three options in front of us: SEO title, slug, and meta description. In order to write or change the SEO title, we first need to remove whatever stuffs are present out here. And then we need to give the heading. So as I can see, the heading of my post earlier was everything you want to learn about automated bidding. So the same I would be writing out here. Now you might have noticed the moment I was writing the line got green. I'll show you again. You can see the moment I'm deleting the letters, the line is reducing, and after certain length the line is like this is going to orange. This orange line means that we need to keep on adding the content in our heading. The basic character limit of the SEO title is 512 pixels or 60 to 80 characters. So it is always suggested to keep writing your SEO title till the line doesn't go green, right? So I'm just redoing it. So you can see the moment I've written the full heading, the line of my heading is green. So while making a heading, you need to emphasize on the keywords which you have searched on the keyword planner tool. The best keywords of the highly searched keyword should be written in the SEO title, because SEO title is the first place where crawlers come down to look for your keywords. So the most valuable or the important keyword should be present on our SEO title. The next thing that we need to change is the slug. Slug is also known as permalink. So what is a permalink? If we open any website, so now let's take an example of Amazon to understand what is a permalink. So as we can see in Amazon, there are many menus or many pages which are present to explore or to see. For example, like suppose if I want to check today's deal, so the URL of the page is changing, right? As you can see out here, this section is known as your domain name. This is your domain extension, and whatever things come after your domain extension is called as a permalink. The moment I would be going to any other page, the permalink will keep on changing, but the domain name and domain extension remains the same. And how does these play a role in SEO? For example, like suppose if I'm trying to buy again a shoes online, I would be taking the same example, buy shoes online. Can you see in the permalink, the most important keywords are written in the permalink, like it's footwear, shoes, footwears. So these are the keywords which are present on permalink, which help Googles to understand like what is the things which are present, and even users also come to know what are the stuffs which are present on this URL. So while making a slug or a permalink, you need to keep a focus on what is the content or element which is present on that page, so that while seeing, even a crawler or a user can understand what is the stuff that he is going to learn by clicking on that link. After changing the slug, the next thing that we need to change is our meta description. So what is a meta description? If I talk about the Google search page, the description which comes down just after your domain name, the URL part, is called as a meta description. So this section which I have selected is a meta description. So how does a meta description helps in SEO ranking? By seeing the meta description, the users are able to understand what all stuffs are present on this website, and is the thing that he is looking for is present on this web page or not. So your meta description should be very informative, very small and to the point. It should also include all your important keywords which you have done a research on Google Keyword Planner while writing out here. In meta description also, you need to keep an eye on the length of the words that you are writing. Suppose if I am writing this is, and you can see the orange line is increasing. So you need to keep on writing till the meta description section doesn't go green. See, the moment I am writing, slowly, this line is increasing and still it is orange. The orange color indicates that I need to keep on writing more and more text in this meta description. So I'm just writing any sample text to just show you how this line goes green, right? The moment after that we have written amount of text, we can see the meta description has gone green. So we need to keep on writing the meta description till the time it doesn't go green. So guys, till now you have learned how to make an efficient SEO title, how to change the SEO slug, and a meta description. Once you have implemented all these three things, at the bottom you will be seeing an option of focus keyword. You need to click on this focus keyword and you need to write here that one word or that one keyword which is the most valuable for this page. You might have done a research or you might have prepared a pool of almost 40 to 100 or 200 keywords which you want to use it on this page. But among that, whichever is the most valuable or most important keyword that you need to write out here, the focus word on which you are emphasizing. For example, in the case of my blog only, my focus is on automatic bidding strategy, right? So I would be writing here, I'll just copy this text. I'll just paste it out here. So this is one of my keyword. And the moment after I've written this keyword, you can see there are two faces. Focus keyword, there is an icon, and readability analysis, there is an icon. My focus keyword is showing an orange color, which means there are few mistakes that I need to improve. And the list of mistakes are here. The focus keyword doesn't appear in the first paragraph of the copy, which means that the focus keyword that I have written, that is the automatic bidding strategy, is not present on the first page of my or the first paragraph of my descriptions which I have given. I need to have, like, this is the meta description. In this description there is no focus keyword only. So Yoast SEO is telling you where all the mistakes are there and what all you need to do. Second, as I can see, the exact match is 0%. It means that this keyword is not present anywhere on my body, not only on the meta description but also on the body of mine, right? So when you would be starting doing the SEO with the help of Yoast, slowly you can see all the problems which you would be coming out here. You just need to work on all the problems and make this SEO icon green, right? Once your SEO is done efficiently, or you are able to finish all the you are able to resolve all the errors or problems which are out here, this icon which is on the top will go green. When this icon goes green, it means that now your page is SEO friendly. All right, I hope you have understood how to do on-page SEO, keyword research, as well as implementation at the back end of your website. Once it is completed, you need to move on to another pages and need to make all the pages and posts which are present on your website SEO friendly by resolving all the errors and making it green. I hope you have understood how to do the keyword implementation stage. So expecting you all to do the same and make your website SEO friendly. Thank you.